But the one thing I want to touch on is Jung-Hoo Lee has played so well in right field that all of a sudden now, you know, he's back into center field where he was the last couple of years, and he really has been terrific in right field. So this is not going to be a problem.
I think he's been as good as anybody in the league in right field. But I do believe that he is, in his mind, a center fielder.
Right.
That's what he was raised at. That's where he's most comfortable at. The very fact that he took on the task to learn right field, especially in this ballpark, is pretty impressive as to how he's handled it. Every part of his game has been inspirational to his teammates. They know what they're going to get with him defensively and offensively. And really the type of play that he's had in the right field, right, is all year long. The rest of the team has to play to those capabilities against this Atlanta Braves team. You cannot beat yourself against this team, and you have to play clean defense.
He's in center because Barakoto needs to be in the lineup, and he is in the lineup, and he's in right field. All right, we got baseball on this Friday night. It's firefighter night here at Oracle Park, so stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill, largest in-stock inventory in Northern California of your favorite luxury home appliances. And by Heffernan, because you're different.
Unbelievable.
Giants and Braves ready to square off at Oracle Park. A Friday night series opener. What could be better? Jung-Hoo Lee making the Korean connection as well. Lee with a top 3 batting average in all of baseball here coming into the night. So welcome you back into our NBC Sports Bay Area studios. Once again, Sergio Romo, Kylan Mills here, getting you ready for first pitch. The Giants hoping to start the weekend off on the right foot. What's the key to getting the dub against the Braves team that has been struggling?
My key is McDonald. I mean, you got to get deep into this ball game. You know, pick up the bullpen, pick up the team, let them know that, hey, yesterday was yesterday, today's a new day. We're going to go out there, establish the fastball, the sinker, the slider, the change. Just go out there and compete with, McDonald's the key.
What's his most important pitch to execute?
I think the changeup's going to be big, especially against lefties like Olsen and Albies. And you look at the guys that can hurt you in this Braves lineup, it are the lefties. So you look at the changeup usage on top of the sinker, I think that's the key.
That's right. You mentioned McDonald has to figure something out against lefties. All right, Giants Braves right around the corner. More from Oracle Park next.
If you're seeing this ad.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, back here at Oracle Park as both teams continue to get loose, as we are just minutes away from the very first pitch of this Friday night ball game. Mike, what do you got?
All right, time now for the play of the game presented by your California Ford dealers. 18 years ago today in 2008, Sergio Romo made his major league debut in Cleveland. He struck out Casey Blake, then he struck out David Lucci, and he did it all in the bottom of the 8th, and his dad was there to see it all. And little did we know, but on that day, a star was born.
What was he doing there? Was he saying, I can throw overhand too?
No, he's saying, you can't believe this, but I can grow hair too.
And one of our favorites, Sergio Romo. All right, stay tuned. When we come back, we'll have the lineups in the first pitch right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Provident Credit Union, make life easy. And by Stanford Healthcare.
Right for you.
The weekend starts with Friday Night Baseball from Oracle Park here in San Francisco. And tonight, the Giants and Braves are going to meet in Game 1 of the series. And where's it at? Well, it's right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It is overcast. It's been kind of chilly around the Bay Area today. 63 degrees right now, and the wind's a little more brisk than usual.
Well, 16-mile-an-hour winds, and that's a little bit stiff, but it's what it's doing is what is a little bit interesting. Is right field is closed up. You won't see many right-handed hitters have a chance to hit the ball out to right field tonight. The carries to left field, we see that a lot. But there's some personality up there around the infield, so pop-ups will be entertaining. It's the way we like it.
All right, let's take a look at the Atlanta Braves lineup. They come in first place in the National League East. However, they have lost 4 in a row. It'll be Michael Harris to lead it off, followed by the former Giant Mauricio Dubon, then Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies, and the really talented young catcher Drake Baldwin. Austin Riley. Riley will hit in the 6th slot. Then it's the former Giant Dom Smith, followed by the very popular former Giant Mike Yastrzemski, and then Ah-Sung Kim will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-hander Trevor McDonald. McDonald, a rookie, 25 years of age, 6 feet tall, 205-pounder, 2-5 in 9 starts with 4.93 ERA. Just about a strikeout an inning with 42 Ks against 18 walks. Does not give up a lot of home runs. 1 every 10 innings is good. When he's right, you'll see a lot of ground balls. Now let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Trevor McDonald. The sinker is his backbone. He's got 2 fastballs, but the sinker he throws 57% of the time. The 4-seamer, well, this is still a project. The slider, changeup, cutter, those are his specialty pitches. The average speed on his fastball is going to be around 94. And how he fares tonight against the left-handed bats of the Atlanta Braves is going to determine his fate.
Yeah, he needs a good start.
Now let's take a look at the defense playing behind the Giants. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Schmidt, Lee, and Barracoto. And Casey Schmidt, well, he's been one up. The best arm in the outfield is Victor Barracoto. Adames and Chapman, they're on the left side. Arise and Devers will be on the right side. And making his major league debut will be Drew Kavanaugh. There's Mr. Kavanaugh.
Yeah, he's got his family here, as always.
He'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So we'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on his family. Always very entertaining for debuts. Chapman in and off the line at third as the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's a called strike. Hey, we get started right on time. 7:15 first pitch. Harris hitting over 300. And Chapman right there to his left, played perfectly. And that's how this game gets started. Harris is thinking, you know what, I was aiming for that hole, but there was no hole.
The hole got closed up.
Here's Dubon. Dubon's got that Rafi Devers stance, only from the right side.
Dubon was one of those guys when he was with the Giants that his batting stance could change every day as depending who was hot in the team, he would try and emulate it.
He's turned into a good major league player. You know, he really came out of the scene the COVID year, and man, when it was hard to get players and Zooms and everything else, he did everything.
He did everything.
Here he fouls it back.
Let's take a look at the umpires for tonight's ball game. Behind the plate, it's going to be John Tumpane, Chris Conroy, the crew chief over at first base, Willie Traynor at second, and Brendan Miller will be at third base. Tumpane, he's got a pretty good zone, and every year it's tightened up. It's become more consistent. I think he's a low ball guy at heart, but he's got some corners.
This pop-up is going to be out of play. The value of Dubon is not that he can play all these different positions. but he plays them all well. And for a guy that's just kind of rangy, he's got some pop. He's going to flip this one into center field, and it's going to fall. And you know what? We were really disappointed when he left.
We were not enthusiastic about him leaving the Giants. And he really has developed into a good pro.
Here's Matt Olson. Olson with big numbers, especially in the home run department. He's got 20. And look, that ballpark in Atlanta is perfect for a powerful left-handed hitter, and that is exactly what Olson is. In tight 2-0. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. Olson overall hitting .270. And he pops this one foul. Down the left field line and out of play.
I mean, this is really a big guy in the lineup for McDonald. I mean, he's a low ball pitcher with sinkers. Well, Olson's a low ball hitter with power.
Dubon got a running start. And not in time. Actually, Cavanaugh made it close. I mean, you talk about a jump.
Well, you have to make sure that the last thing you do before you go home as a pitcher is make the guy stop. You cannot let him hop into a lead. That's really handicapping your catcher.
So it's 2-2.
Cavanaugh wearing the debut patch. You only get to wear it once. And tonight is his night.
Got him. Olson's thinking about it. We'll end up taking a look to see if it would have been a good idea or not. Here it is. Yeah,
it was there. And he didn't challenge.
You just don't see that many called third strikes on pitches that are high.
Well, you're not used to it.
Here's Ozzie Albies.
You know, there used to be a big variance with umpired strike zone when you compare one to another. Not anymore. They're all gradually becoming the same strike zone.
On the ground, a rise from his knees, and digging it out is Devers, and they got him. Right off the bat, a terrific defensive play to save a run and in the end. Stranded. Now it's time for the Giants. Facing Ronaldo Lopez, it'll go like this. Arise, Eldridge, and Schmidt. Then Rafi Devers. Devers will be the cleanup hitter, followed by Jung-Ho Lee. A lot of left-handed hitters in the top of this lineup. Followed by Adames, Chapman, and Cavanaugh. And Victor Barracoto, our newest favorite Giant, is hitting ninth.
On the hill tonight for the Atlanta Braves will be the right-hander Reynaldo Lopez. Lopez, 6'1", 230-pounder. He's 32 years of age. In his 9th year at the big league level. Started the season off as a starter, but has found a home in the bullpen. This will be his first start, 13 appearances. And he looks to give the Braves about 3, maybe 4 innings tonight.
Rise fouls it out of play. He fouled it off his foot. And the game on would have been what? Tuesday? The pitch down low. Rise has had 29 at bats lifetime against Lopez with 11 hits. 3-1. Hits one high and deep and off the bricks. And Arise has got a double.
He's still not running 100%. He had a little bit of a limp going into second, but such a great plus to have him in the lineup tonight.
Plus, he might have actually thought that he got this.
Well, I thought he got it.
And I wouldn't blame him.
3-1 count, right at the belt. Puts it right on the barrel, and then you just watch Oracle Park do its thing, keeping it in and not letting it over the wall. There's the limp I'm talking about.
Here's Eldridge. And Yaz had to play it perfectly.
It's like he played here every day. Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did. Eldridge hitting .278. Out in front, and it's 0-2. Get him in, get him over here in the first inning. Have to get him to chase again. On the ground the other way, and Arise may have made a mistake, and he did.
All right, let's take a look at the Braves defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law, starting the outfield from left to right. It'll be Dubon, Harris, and Yastrzemski. The best arms, well, they're in left field and in center field. Kim and Riley on the left side of the infield. Albies and Olson on the right side. Drake Baldwin, he'll be in the squad, putting in the signs.
Here's Schmidt. Casey Schmidt hitting .294. He's got 16 home runs. Look out.
Yeah, I think that play that Ha-Seong Kim made at shortstop to get the out at third, I think that was his only play. And the mistake you mentioned by Luis Arraez, indeed it was. He broke the rule. Ball's hit in front of you on the ground, stay.
Strike called to Schmidt.
Here's the play we're talking about. You see his momentum had to come a long way to his right. And there was the player right in front of him. Just an easy throw. Giants lose a runner in scoring position.
A little jam shot foul.
That did not feel good on his hands.
One where you're very happy that you do get a chance to take a timeout. One and two. Eldridge with his lead at first. Schmidt goes the other way. Albies won the flip, and there'll be no play at first. So another fine play.
Well, let's take a look at StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Reynaldo Lopez. All the fastballs are four-seamers. And when he throws that fastball, it's going to average around 95. His slider's his #1 specialty pitch. He also has a curveball and a changeup that he'll throw.
Here's Devers. Devers takes wide. Devers has faced Lopez 15 times. He's got some ownage. 6 hits. Couple of extra base hits. One of those extra base hits, a home run. Schmidt gets back.
It's a quick move to first.
Devers hits one way out into right center field. And it is off the bottom of the wall. And here comes Schmidt. Here comes the throw. Cut off. Devers with a double. It's 1-0 Giants.
Take a look at the location of the pitch. Again, mistakes up. We saw Rice take advantage one, and here it's Devers. The elbows collapse, and he puts the barrel on it, middle in at the belt. And he thought he had it. We thought he had it, and it just goes about halfway up the wall, and he'll have to settle for a double.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee, who takes a pitch high. Lee hitting at .332. He's got 5 home runs. He's got 30 runs batted in. And he shoots this one foul the other way.
They pinch the gap between first baseman Olsen and Ozzie Albies, the second baseman. And they basically give Jung-Hoo Lee the middle. The 2 defenders on the right side of the infield.
Ball squirts away. Devers is going to go.
It's a great tip for kids. You have a lead, then you take a secondary lead, but always anticipate a ball going in the dirt and be ready to move when you see it move. And there was no hesitation at all there from Devers. He had a great jump. Those things you can practice all the time.
Two-one pitch. 3-1. Willie Adames on deck. Line drive, and diving and catching is Kim, and that'll end the inning. Giants are on the board. It's 1-0. A tribute to a young man who was really terrific here in this town, and that's Mike Yastrzemski. And I think you're right, Mike. I got to him a little bit.
That got him.
So here's Baldwin, who takes the pitch high. Baldwin takes a strike. He really got off to an unbelievable start, but since it's cooled off, which probably was only natural, you couldn't keep up the pace that he was at.
Yeah, he's trying to get his focus ready for the game. It's hard when you have emotion come into it, and it'll be that way the whole series for him.
Little roller to Arise, who makes the play. And that'll bring up Riley. It's unusual to see Riley hit in the 6th spot. I mean, right when he came up as a rookie, he was either hitting 3rd, 4th, or 5th. And it didn't take us long to watch him play and thinking, God, I wish he was on our team.
Yeah, he's a good player. Had a little bit of a scuffle with his batting average this year. But he's one of those guys in the end of the year, he's going to get close to his average numbers.
Swing. Ain't gonna miss.
Throw a breaking ball to a guy and he misses it like that. Now, granted, it's the first one he's ever seen off him. But you got to throw another one.
Well.
All right, there's ones that cleanse the palate. It's got it set up. You don't want to hit a guy, you just want to move his feet. staying in tight with that two-seamer. Most of the fastballs that he throws, it'll be two-seam fastballs.
I believe I heard you tell Sergio Romo on the pregame fastballs in were good.
Well, especially the lefties. They've been the ones that really give him some problems.
Hit out into right center field. It's going to be cut off by Barakoto. So
Athletic Brewing Company, award-winning non-alcoholic craft beer that's fit for all times. Get this near beer in stores or at athleticbrewing.com. You had one of those today. Was it good?
yeah, tasty.
They are very tasty.
I think Harry Carey rolled over in his grave, but
Have a beer with no alcohol in it?
I think Trevor McDonald wanted that one.
This guy was a good Giant.
He was. He got a really nice round of applause when he was introduced. Riley's going to go. And now did they call a balk?
Well, that's a 90-foot mistake. It really is a big mistake when you have a guy who puts the ball on the ground like McDonald does. Take a look. He comes set. And there was a movement right there. And that movement is something you cannot do. See what Dominic Smith has done against the Giants career-wise. He's hit 300, 312. He likes to use the middle of the field.
And a base hit up the middle. And this is going to tie the game.
So the balk hurts. And we saw this a lot when Dominic Smith was here. Good contact player, really uses the middle of the field as good as anybody that we saw last year. And here he does it again.
So here's Yaz. Yaz takes a strike right in the outside corner. Four home runs, 19 driven in for Mike Yastrzemski. Shoots this one into center field, but it'll stay in the park. Here's Hassan Kim. Kim in 65 at bats has 5 hits. So we know one thing, he's better than that.
He's better than 077. But one thing you know about a guy hitting 077, there's some part of the strike zone that he's not covering. Because up here, if you have a weakness, it's going to get exploited until you make the adjustment to correct it. 077 means you haven't made that adjustment.
1 ball and 1 strike.
But hey, you know, you can't take anybody lightly. 077, you can't think it's going to be an easy out. You have to make good pitches. It's the big leagues.
This is foul right into the second row of the club level.
A lot of Yaz fans here tonight,
Including us. Got him. and that'll end the inning. Braves tie it up. Xfinity yesterday, Willie Adames hit his 14th home run of the season. It was a solo shot off of Jeffrey Springs. Adames is now 6 short of 200 home runs in his career. And a strike.
Perfect location, knee high on the black outside.
Back to back.
Yeah, you call timeout, give it a little thought.
Oh, 2. Tried to get him to fish.
Well, that's where you're vulnerable. You see 2 strikes on the outside corner. They're absolutely perfect location. And then you're in your 0-2 count. You just kind of start it off at that location, let the movement take it out of the strike zone. And that's tough to not take, or tough to not swing at, I should say.
Two and 2. Got him. And we got a challenge. ABS powered by T-Mobile, and it is a ball.
Lives to see another pitch. Not even close. That's the leadoff hitter here. So this becomes a big at bat.
Hooks this one foul. Little jam shot and a base hit. God, he loves that ABS system.
Yes, he does. Well, the first 20,000 fans tomorrow are going to get a Rafael Devers bobblehead presented by Chevron. The first pitch is 6:05 tomorrow night. Go to sfgiants.com/fiesta. Get yourself some boletos.
Here's Chapman, who checks his swing, and he went around. And tight. On deck is Drew Kavanaugh. Right at the top of the zone, it's 1 and 2. And a little pop-up that's going to be out of play. Chapman takes low, 2 and 2.
Air is heavy tonight. A lot of moisture in the air.
I agree. There a couple of balls that would have been out of the ballpark. Chapman.
So another 3-2 count.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of pitches out of Lopez. He's only got like about between 50, maybe 60 in his tank.
Runner goes. Chapman, another jam shot, but this one will be tracked down. And now Adames has got to get back, and he didn't. What a great throw by Harris.
Now batting, the catcher, number 61.
Here's Cavanaugh.
Drew Cavanaugh.
Another 90-foot mistake.
There's the family.
The Cavanaugh clan.
Got a couple of brothers. His girlfriend is here.
Cavanaugh, 24 years old, 6'1", 220-pounder. Former 17th round pick by the Giants in 2023 out of Florida Southern College.
His dad is Tom, his mom is Julie. Tommy and Brick, his brothers, and his girlfriend Merv. They're all here. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Those last 3 pitches, the most exciting 3 pitches of that family.
Oh.
And here's the 4th.
They have the look you're looking for.
And coming up will be the 5th. It's one of the few at-bats where you're going to get applauded no matter what you do. Including that.
Well, Cavanaugh in the minor leagues, I mean, he was a lifetime 280 hitter. 37 home runs and 973 at-bats with 185 RBIs. I mean, he earned the right to be here. It's a great story. We didn't even see him at spring training. Wasn't invited to camp.
Out in front, he strikes out to end the inning. We will head to the 3rd. It's 1-1.
Times last a lifetime.
Here it's 1-1. Is Trevor McDonald will go after the top of the order, and that's Michael Harris. Change up, and Harris swings and fouls it. Harris went the other way and bounced one to Chapman at 3rd.
It's a good changeup.
Adames jump throw, and it's going to be offline.
Watch exclusive Giants interviews, extended highlight and press conference videos, and tons of YouTube shorts, all on the NBCS Authentic YouTube channel. Subscribe now.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And he takes one in tight. Out of play. The Braves are a lot like the Giants. They don't run a whole lot. Now Harris has got the speed to steal a bag. He's got 4 on the year.
Now, Braves are all trying to get a little walking lead off of McDonald. There's Walt Weiss, the skipper of the Braves.
Chapman will charge. That's 1. And this one gets away from I guess that was Arise who threw it. And Arise is unhappy because he realizes that he could certainly make a better throw than that. And that'll put a runner at second base. And here's Olson. So right now the Giants are losing the 90 feet battle. On a play, 1 ball and 1 strike. Olson struck out looking. And that's off the plate.
Yep. Bring your blanket tonight.
It is a blanket night. Yep. This is cued. And Adames at the end had to hurry.
Well, what's the hard part of a ball that's cued and has a lot of spinach on it?
What? When you get it into your glove, it's still spinning a little bit. So that's why you can see Adames take his time so that he can get a decent grip.
A lot of bare hand on there. He kind of smothered it. It just looks like an uncomfortable play.
Here's Albies, who was thrown out by Arise, who made a nice play. But this is going to be a 2-out base hit. And it's going to knock in the lead run.
Those are the ones that hurt you. Because you're on the mound out there, you're thinking, all right, okay, I'm an out away from getting out of this inning and not having any damage. And then you make a location mistake and a guy burns you. I mean, that's right out there at the belt, middle away. And for Albies, who uses the middle of the field very well and is very, very good, belt high and above, took advantage of it.
Here's Drake Baldwin. Baldwin rolled out to second. Two balls and no strikes. Swing, gonna miss. Albies just has 1 steal on the year.
But if you don't stop him and let him walk into it, he'll go.
Out of play, 2-2. Here's McDonald. And it's down low. That last pitch was pitch number 48.
Giants fans making some noise. They know how big this pitch is. And another 90-foot mistake. I mean, they're 90-foot mistakes. Balks, walks, errors. And you add them all up, and you've created a lot of opportunity for free for an opponent.
Here's Riley, and he swings and misses.
Wild pitches, pass balls. I mean, it just things you have to tighten up, especially when you're playing good teams. Like that. The problem with the modern catcher's stance to prepare to get a pitch, you have one knee down, and it really minimizes the width you have on your lateral movement. I mean, his right knee never got off the ground. He's just trying to reach across on a breaking ball. That's how wide that mistake was.
Jung Hoo's got a beat on this one, so the damage will be 1. Enough to give the Braves a 2-1 lead.
By Roaring Camp Railroads. There's a secret adventure in the trees. Join Roaring Camp's Kids Club for free.
What a beautiful shot. It gives you an idea what the city of San Francisco is all about with the fog, the beautiful ballpark, the water, the bridge. That's a good one.
Love it.
Inside the yard. Here's Lopez facing Barracoto. And a challenge strike right off the bat. Barracoto rolls this one to short. Kim juggles it, recovers, throws, and they got him.
Well, a special fireworks show highlights Black Heritage Night on Friday, July 10th. Enjoy community performances and post-game Afrofuturism themed fireworks show. Giants lead off a weekend series against the Colorado Rockies. Get your tickets, go to sfgiants.com/blackheritage.
Arise takes a strike. Arise banged one off the wall in right center field for a leadoff double. Here he takes one down low. Eldridge to follow. Tries it again. This time, I believe Yaz is going to be out waiting for it in Triples Alley.
Braves have some activity in their bullpen. As we mentioned at the start, Braves are transitioning Lopez back from the bullpen to the starting rotation. Started the year out in the rotation. So tonight he's kind of on a short leash. Pitch count, he's at 46, so 50, 55 is where they wanted to be. This will be his last inning.
So here's Eldridge. Eldridge reached on a fielder's choice in the first. And here he takes a strike. Down low. And a bit outside. What's that pitch at 72?
Well, he's got a curveball and he could back off speed with it, which is, you know, a nice touch on that pitch.
He could take some close pitches.
He's got a great eye. Somewhere in Nacogdoches, Texas, Brandon Bell is sitting there with a smile on his face.
There's a strike. You know, there's a lot of comparisons with those two, right? Even just to look at them. But remember, they both pitched a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Bell pitched at University of Texas.
This is rolled foul. Now, look, does that help you with an idea of what the strike zone is like? I don't know, but they both could have been really good umpires. Let's put it that way.
They could have been good umpires.
Goes the other way. And down the line. And Eldridge with a 2-out double.
Great at bat. You milk a lot of pitches out of a guy, then in a 3-2 count, you go the other way. And a pitch that would, on the outside corner, just above the knees, but gives you an idea of how he thinks in 2-strike counts. He's not afraid to take swing out. That's how you hit for average in this league.
Here's Casey Schmidt. And a strike. Schmidt at a ground ball to the right side. He's made a really nice play on it. See the doubles for the Giants? They're on top.
Leads the major leagues.
Foul.
This is going to be the last hitter of the night for Lopez either way. Schmidt gets on. They'll bring in the lefty. If the inning ends, it'll be end of the night for him.
Albies is going to go back on this one, and that'll end the inning. So, a double. Eldridge left stranded. 4th inning coming up.
Shirt this Sunday as the Giants close out the weekend series against the Braves. First 20,000 fans to Sunday's game will receive a Giants camo t-shirt presented by Cutwater. sfgiants.com/promotions. Get you tickets.
Congratulations. Here's Dom Smith, who takes a strike. Dom Smith, a base hit to knock in the first run for the Atlanta Braves. Two and one.
Now Smith, very relaxed, very patient hitter. He'll make you work. He too has a nice idea of the strike zone.
Shoots this one. Devers smothers it, and look at that. They got him.
There's bodies all over the infield on that play, and nothing easy about this one. Great backhand spare, and from one knee with an awkward angle, he kind of throws a hook shot over to first base, and there to pick it up on a low backhander is Trevor McDonald, who's very athletic, and he showed it on this play. This is just a great play.
I mean, Devers pretty athletic for a big fella.
Yeah, well, that move right there. Guarantee you they don't work on that in spring training.
No, get off the ground. Here's Yaz. Nothing's coming easy tonight, Mike.
No, they're grinding.
Has it a fly ball to center field in the second. Here he takes wide 2-0.
I cringe every time I see McDonald reach down to the dirt and plop his hand on it, gets dirt on his fingertips, doesn't use the rosin bag.
That's a strike.
The reason is that if you go down there, you get dirt on your hands and you get that friction off the ball, you can blister up a lot easier with dirt than you can with the rosin.
Little grounder to Arise. We'll flip it to Devers. 2 outs.
You know, that's one of those things you learn when you get a blister. A blister at the end of your finger is no bueno.
Did your parents say you got to learn the hard way?
Yep, sometimes you have to stick your finger in the fan.
There's a strike to Hassan Kim.
Quick pitch.
A ball and a strike. Braves are leading 2-1 here in the 4th. And will strike to make it 1-2.
McDonald does something a little bit unusual because they're all using the set windup now, where it looks like he's out of the set position, but there's a little step to it. I mean, a little step. Sometimes it's as much as 6 inches. But when he takes his step to get in, ready to go, he brings his foot forward, as opposed to most guys who bring it a step back.
And Kim stays alive.
Reason that pitching has kind of gone more to the set windup is because it's compact. There's less moving parts, and it's easier to repeat the throwing motion when you have a much more compact windup. It's about as compact as you can get off a windup.
Got him.
I don't think we're going to get this one.
So we got a challenge. Kim either stays at the plate or he takes a hike. He stays at the plate. And it's 2-2. Well, that one was high. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this all of a sudden has become a big pitch.
If not, you get the top of the order. A long run for Schmidt. And Schmidt, did he catch it? He did. And a smile. Nice play by Casey Schmidt. Giants are coming up. Lazy Boy, I'm Dwight Kuiper. To my left is Mike Krukow. Well, it's kind of been a little bit of a dodge and weave for Trevor McDonald so far.
Well, you know, he hasn't thrown as many pitches as he's normally thrown. I mean, it's customary to see him hit the 80 pitch level in the 4th inning. It hasn't happened tonight. But again, you know, he's kind of pitching effectively wild, and he has a few things to clean up. But so far, Giants in the game, just down by 1 here.
Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's Dylan Dodd to Devers, who takes a strike. Pretty good numbers for Dylan Dodd.
Pretty good numbers indeed for Mr. Dodd.
Devers tardy. Devers doubled. He knocked in the Giants' only run. And now he finds himself behind in the count, 0-2.
Pretty much a sinker slider pitcher. Occasionally he'll drop in a curveball, but one of those guys that he's better against right-handers than left-handers.
2-2.
Lefties hit 214 against Dodd. Righties hit just 132. So that's an example of reverse splits. Normally righties would hit better against the lefty, and lefties would hit scorer.
Tough sky right now on this pop-up. Riley makes the catch.
All right, time now for our Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Highest batting average with 2 outs since 1920. Well, Jung-Hoo Lee on top of the heap this year is at .475 with 2 outs. That's amazing.
Well, he had a big hit yesterday.
You got 2 Hall of Famers in there, George Sisler, Luke Appling. I think Sisler's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he's in ours. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Would have covered me up there, partner.
One-0 to Jung-Hoo. Center field. Harris has got a beat on it.
Tell you what, I mean, just about every other night this year, that ball would have been at the wall or over it. Just to give you an idea of how much moisture's in the air tonight, there's just not a whole lot of carry. Balls hit well to the outfield.
So here's Adames. Adames opened up the second with a base hit. And here he takes a strike. Down low. Should Adames reach, it would be Chapman who's on deck. This is the bottom of the 4th, and this is another pop-up. Two pop-ups and a fly ball, and the 5th inning coming up of a Giants ticket. Enjoy summer brews and baseball. Tickets starting at $19. Get a ticket and beer at sfgiants.com/beer for fans age 21 and up. Here's Harris, who takes down low. Harris, a ground ball to third, and then a ground ball right past Chapman at third for a hit. That foul. 2 more games, and then the Giants hit the road. 3 in Arizona, 3 in Denver.
Yeah, within the division road trip.
Line to right. Barracato dives, and he got it.
Yeah, Trevor McDonald digs it.
Nice play.
It really is. I mean, his ball looked like it had some topspin on it, and it was sinking. I mean, he gets to this thing. He's laid out. Glove about 2 feet off the ground. And a bit. That was fun.
Here's Dubon.
It's fun when you're 24. It's not fun when you're 34.
Oh, yeah, we're still laying there.
Can you imagine what it's like at 74?
We're still laying there. There's a strike to Dubon. He's got the, remember we were talking the other day about the 6-figure glove?
Yeah. Glove companies now are so accommodating. Guys can create whatever type of glove they want. What color leather, what color lace. Now that's a glove. That was my first glove, by the way.
Dubon is going to have a base hit as he shot that right through McDonald.
Tell you what, you just at this point, having watched the rise all year, you don't bet against him, even when he's going hard against his momentum. Throwing cross body. Still a nice effort.
Here's Olson. Takes one wide. 6 hits now for the Braves. Giants with 4. It's been a little stressful for Trevor McDonald in every inning except the 4th. Out of play. It got in the hands of Matt Olson. Two pitch. Very high, very deep, and off the wall. So Jung-Hoo got to the wall, and that ball just stayed in the air. I mean, if you look at the wind now, it's got to be helping things.
Take a look at the end of this play. Never really got to it. Hit the base of the wall. Just ran out of room. Giants catch a break that did go over the wall. Normally on normal nights, it's gone.
There's a strike to Ozzie Albies. Infielded. So be deep enough to get 1 run in, and that'll score Dubon.
Nice situational at bat from Albies.
Makes it a 2-run lead now for the Braves. Here's Drake Baldwin. Albies with an RBI, his 44th of the year.
Be interesting to see how the rookie catcher, and this is Drew Kavanaugh, Giants catcher's debut tonight. Interesting to see how he uses the ABS.
Olson at second. And it's 3-0. "84 pitches for Trevor McDonald. There's the strike.
This is the at-bat right here that's going to define this night.
3-2. Rolled a second for a rise, and the damage is 3-1 Atlanta. Provider for better coverage and bigger savings with Xfinity Mobile, and get Wi-Fi plus 5G and it won't strike out. Xfinity, imagine that. Here's the marina as you look into the ballpark. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
Hurston Waldrop, the new pitcher now for the Braves.
Is he in Gilligan's Island?
That's Thurston Howell III. This is Hurston Waldrop, the original.
Here's the 1-0.
Waldrop was the first-round pick by the Braves in 2023. And he's got a healthy fastball, mid to high 90s, cutters, splitters.
Here's the 2-1 to Chapman, who's 0 for 1, and it's 3. Yeah, there was a show many years ago called Gilligan's Island.
It was a good one.
There was what? 6 characters? 5 or 6?
7.
7?
Yep. Marianne, by the way.
Yeah. I agree. Chapman goes around. All right, here's Drew Kavanaugh for his second major league at bat. The Kavanaugh family watching. Drew struck out his first time up. Fouls this one at home plate. It's 2-1.
Hey, we want to wish Eric Studer a speedy recovery. A little down on the weather. Eric, we're thinking about you, buddy.
2-1. Line drive, base hit.
And that's a first big league hit. And that was a bullet. And the Kavanaugh family, they may not sit down the rest of the night, because their kids got a batting average.
Shane Robinson over there telling him, don't get picked off. Here's Barracoto. And he takes low. Barracoto rolled out to short. Swing and a miss. Tapped. Foul.
It didn't sound good. Let's take a look at Drew Kavanaugh's first big league knock. Fastball down over the plate. Right at the knees. And hit a P-Rod. That's my boy.
Down low, 2-2. Authenticated. And you know what? I got mine at home. It's not authenticated.
Yeah, me too.
They could have pulled mine out of the ball bag for all I know. Little jam shot, foul.
I'm not sure which side of the bat that ball hit. Front side or back side. That had a funny sound to it. There have been some funny sounds this inning. Don't get picked off, kid.
Down low, so he gets it to 3-2. And the walk. Hey, Giants take a walk, the first one today. And now the bottom of the order has done something. Down low. And a rise. Look like he's taking all the way. A couple of balls hard. One made it off the wall in right center field. It's 2-1.
Braves have very good arms in the outfield. Powerful arms in left field and center field. And a really good assist arm in right field with Yastrzemski.
And 1. Foul at the plate on the 3-1.
Like he opened a bit, tried to pull the ball. With Yastrzemski played well over towards the right center field gap. They're giving the line to Arise.
Three and 2. How about that?
That's a great at bat. And that's the last thing Waldrop wanted to do. Walk a runner over to third base with less than 2 outs. So he's going to get a little visit from his pitching coach. Jeremy Hefner going to come out, try and talk some sense into him.
Eldridge is your hitter. Eldridge's last at bat, he went the other way and drove a ball past Austin Riley at third. And it's low.
Eldridge not going to help him out. Got average speed at third base. You need at least a medium fly ball.
Kind of a late swing. Fifth inning. Giants have an opportunity here. And it's 1-2.
So he softballed him. 3 off-speed pitches in a row, and he's got the 1-2 advantage here. And the fastball above the hand set up. Nope, stand down below.
Schmidt on deck. Foul at the plate.
That hurt.
It's one where you swing and you foul and you immediately look behind you to see if the catcher held on.
This did not feel good for Drake Baldwin, Braves catcher. Well, he never went up above the belt, stayed down below the strike zone, and he gets the out he was looking for. Strike out with a runner at third, less than 2 outs. Just what the doctor ordered. That's a tough at bat for Eldridge.
Well, see if his teammate can pick him up. Here's Casey Schmidt. This one up the middle, and that'll end the inning. Giants waste an opportunity. It remains 3-1 Atlanta.
All right, time now for our All-State Good Hands replay. 27 years ago today in 1999, JT Snow pulled off the hidden ball trick to tag out Carlos Perez at first base, and Dodgers manager Davey Johnson was not happy about it, but Dusty Baker loved it. Yes, he did.
Here's Riley, and Riley takes a strike. It'll be Riley, Smith, and Yastrzemski. This is pitch number 89 for Trevor McDonald, and it's a high fly ball that Vero Cotto will watch drift into the seats. Oh, 0-2. Got him.
See, one of the great call and strike signs from an umpire. I think John Tumpane, he enjoys bringing a guy up. Let's watch this call. Ha!
He looked like he's throwing a quick punch.
Ha! I mean, I'd take that personal if I was a hitter.
Well, I wonder if he's making any noise while he's doing it. McDonald departing. We'll have a new pitcher. We'll let you know who it is when we come back. 3-1 Braves. Seven hits for the Braves. 1 run on 5 hits. For the Giants, it's Matt Gage, the big left-hander coming in.
See the numbers for Matt Gage. 33rd appearance on the year, 20 strikeouts and 25 1/3. You take your at bats against Gage, you're going to see a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and a sinking two-seamer.
Don Smith, 1 for 2. 1 ball and 1 strike. Up high, 2-1. Outfield pretty much straight away. Not that far off from a pitch that could have been challenged as the fog starts to roll in. And he lost him. There's the fog. It's our friend.
Carl the Fog has a website or a Facebook page.
Here's Yaz. Mike skies this one out to center field. Then here's Kim. Kim is 0 for 2. And the first pitch is up and in.
Really no threat of a stolen base attempt from Smith.
Look out. Look out. That one snuck up on Kim. Two and 0. There's a strike. McDonald will watch the rest of this one. And a pop-up and a souvenir, and it's 2-2. At first is Smith. Devers holding him tight. And this one will be another souvenir.
Got a man making a play. Didn't even have to bring his glove.
Got him. All right, Giants are coming up. Well, with over 100 new articles posted every week, the go-to source for all your favorite teams is still NBCSportsBayArea.com. Devers takes a strike. Devers 1 for 2. Rolls this one to the right side for Albies. A couple of guys from the same country, and what did they do? Fellow countrymen, don't do it to him.
Well, he robs him of a base hit.
And
Nice
an
play.
RBI. There's a strike.
Doesn't make that play. The Giants are still hitting in the first.
Yeah, you're right. This is off the end of the bat, and Kim will make another play. And that'll bring up Willie Adames.
Man, they're talking over batting averages right there with Drew Kavanaugh. Got his first big league hit tonight.
Adames takes low, single, and a pop-up. And a strike right at the knees. Very close. This is tap foul at the plate, so it's 2-2. Adames now trying to get on for Matt Chapman, who's on deck. Here's the 2-2. And it's inside. Lefty and a righty.
Hauser, the right-hander, hitches the lefty.
Well, so Chapman will get a shot. Walked into the park today and saw Dennis Eckersley. So we had a nice little chat. I know you did too. But
yeah, he looked good.
Eck wanted to come by and say hello to an old teammate who just happens to be managing the Atlanta Braves.
Walt Weiss.
High foul and out of play.
And Dennis Eckersley has a new shoulder. How about that? I said, how you feeling with that? He says, there's no pain. Just don't have a lot of movement with it yet. I go, you can still throw strikes, right? He goes, oh yeah, not a
Do
problem.
that left-handed. Chapman takes low and away. One. Breaking ball for a strike.
Ball drifting. A lot of off-speed stuff. Cutters, splits, sliders.
Chapman waves at that breaking ball, and that'll end the inning. All right, inning number 7 coming up. Means it's time now for our game summary brought to you by Toyota. Well, Terry McDonald kind of bobbed and weaved and pitched in and out of trouble. He did allow 3 runs The Giants got a run in that first inning and had an opportunity for more, but came up empty. And then the big inning the Giants had offensively, they had the bases loaded with one out and could not score. It's Hinches to Harris. Those are the numbers for Sam Hinches.
ERA at 2.77 through 13 innings. The blemish, 13 walks.
Here's the strike. High down the left field line and out of play. There it started to go, but held up 2-2.
Sam Hinch is a big fella. 6'8", 255. Former fourth-round pick by the Indians in 2014.
A little flare that's going to be out of play. Got him.
Right above the hands. It's one you see so well and you just react to it. You realize I can't get on top of that. It's just such a great pitch. If the guy commits to a swing on it, halfway into it, you know you made a mistake.
Dubon with a little dribbler, but it's going to roll foul right in front of him. Bouncing ball to Luis Arise. 2 outs. Here's Olson. Olson hit a double off the wall in the 5th inning in center field. Here's the 0-1, and it's up high. Line drive off the end of the bat and a base hit. So Olson dumps one to the left. And here comes the skipper, Tony Vitello. All right, we're going to have another pitching change. It remains 3-1, and we'll be back. Well, the base hit by Olson. Now 3 runs on 8 hits for Atlanta. Giants are run on 5 hits. Adrian Hauser is the new pitcher for the Giants, trying to get this team off the field.
This will be his first outing out of the bullpen. 14 starts this year with a 2.60 record of 5.73 ERA. So his goal, get back in the rotation.
Albies has hurt the Giants tonight. He's got a couple of RBIs. Braves are 2 for 7. hitting with runners in scoring position. This is right to Devers, and that'll end the inning. Giants are 0 for 5, so that has to improve. Kavanaugh came up for his second at bat with the family watching, and he got a pitch to hit, and he drove it right past Ozzie Albies for his first major league hit, and obviously the Kavanaugh family hoping that's one of many, many more to come.
Well, he woke up this morning. He didn't have a big league batting average, and now he does.
Hey, plus he's on the pension.
He's on the pension.
Here he is at bat number 3. And he rolls it foul.
Hey, Abraham Lincoln didn't have a batting average.
No. In tight. Check the swing, 2-1. This is the spot where the Giants set things up for the top of the order in the 5th inning.
Fringe for life.
Three and one. Giants to take a walk, and they just got one.
Well, to lead off an inning, too. I mean, that's 4 walks that the Giants have got in the last 2 1/3 innings.
Yep.
Or 2+ innings. Waldrop has not been sharp.
Mercado drew a walk in the 5th. Here he takes a strike. Not close. 1 ball and 1 strike. Not close. 2 balls and 1 strike. Giants trail by 2. We're in the 7th. 39,051 here tonight. It'll be down the right field line into the seats. It's 2-2.
Now, most of the reaction we've had from this big crowd tonight has been on the defensive side for the Giants. They haven't really been able to get this crowd going offensively.
Slowly hit, and it'll be a hit.
So once again, the bottom of the lineup sets it up for the top.
So Vericato with the magic 1-2.
And here's the slowest walk to the mound in the big leagues.
He's picked it up a little bit, but not much. In Colorado, it was awful.
Yes.
So we got a new pitcher. It's Dylan Lee. I love that Walt Weiss.
I do.
Braves 3, Giants 1. Dylan Lee. The lefty comes in to face the host of lefties coming up for the Giants.
You're going to see a lot of sliders too. He's got a great year going. 1.04. Nobody's really hitting him. Got a mid-90s fastball, slider, and a changeup. Those are his 3 looks.
And a bunt. And a good one. And they got him. And it took a really nice play by Dylan Lee to get the out.
Oh, that really was. When you consider that Lee's a big, lanky, 6'3", 210-pound pitcher, his momentum's going to the third base line. He's got to get off, come over 360 and throw a strike, and that's exactly what he does.
I thought it was a hit.
I did too. So did Arise. And in the end, it wasn't even close.
Eldridge will be disappointed.
Yeah, they'll probably walk Casey Schmidt. But that's not a given either. Neither righties or lefties are hitting over 200 against Dylan Lee. Lee out of Cal State Fresno, otherwise known as Fresno State.
Oh.
What's our ball dude down there tonight? It is Justin Dombrowski, the old left-hander. Speaking of left-handers.
Oh, and 1. It'll be Yastrzemski. Side retired. It remains 3-1.
Bobblehead coming your way tomorrow. First 20,000 fans in attendance will receive a Rafael Devers bobblehead presented by Chevron. Giants take on the Braves at 6:05. Go to sfgiants.com/fiesta.
Hauser, who got Albies to ground out to end the 7th, opens up the 8th against Baldwin, and there's a pitch down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Baldwin is 0 for 2. And a big swing and a miss.
Big swing and a big changeup. Changeup makes you talk to yourself more than any other pitch.
Out of play, even when you've been retired for about 40 years.
It still causes nightmares.
The 1-2. Right back to Hauser. And here's Austin Riley. Riley, a base hit in the 2nd, and he eventually scored the 1st run. This one's bounced off his foot. The 1st run came on a hit, a balk, and then Dom Smith knocked him in. Gets underneath this one. And Jung-Hoo Lee will put it away. Some guys' fly balls are impressive.
Well, I saw the crack of the bat. I thought, uh-oh, this has a chance. And then you saw Riley go into the Gumpy shoulders where he knew it was going to be an out. I was kind of surprised by that.
Here's Smith. And he takes a strike. 0-2. Look out into the Giants dugout.
Take a look where Hauser gets on the mound. I mean, he's about as far on the first base side as you could possibly get. He's only got a little bit of his toe touching that rubber. And in his mind, he's enhancing the movement on his sinker, making it look bigger in the eye, especially in left-handed hitters.
One and two. Pitch, but in tight. It's 3-2.
It was 97 miles an hour velocity on that fastball. Reaching back with 2 strikes.
Out in Triple's alley. It's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee, and that'll end the inning. It's 4 up, 4 down for Adrian Hauser. Hey, let's check out our upcoming schedule, brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. 2 more games in this series. It'll be tomorrow night, and then Sunday afternoon, Giants hit the road for a 6-game road trip to Arizona and Colorado, or Phoenix and Denver. Devers rolls it to second. 1 out.
No better way to start an inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. No worse way offensively.
Dylan Lee. 4 up, 4 down. Here's Jung-Hoo. Jung-Hoo hasn't had many offers lately. This is 0 for 3 coming into this at bat, although he did hit the ball hard his first time up. That was the ball that his fellow countryman dove to his left to take a hit away from.
He's had a couple of situations I thought he had a hit. Got nothing for it.
Oh, 2 pitch. Get out towards Triple's alley, but with Yastrzemski playing in Triple's alley, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Willie Adames. Adames takes a strike. Adames been on base twice. He's got a single and he's got a walk. And a swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
Good changeup from Dylan Lee.
Lopez started and he went 3. And the bullpen is not allowed to run since they took over in the 4th. 1-2. Adames in this spot in the 6th. Got on with a walk, allowing Chapman to come up. He hits this one out into center field, hit well, and It's dropped by Harris, and Adames has got a double. I mean, when I say dropped, it's like he was camped underneath it and dropped it. That wasn't the case at all.
Well, he got leather on it. When you get that much leather on it, you think, man, I should catch this. And it hits really pretty close to the pocket. Just can't get a grip.
So we got a new pitcher coming in. It's 3-1 Atlanta. Atlanta as you check out the port of San Francisco. How do I know that? That's what it says.
The Ferry Building, downtown San Francisco. Right now it's Didier Fuentes who's coming on board, 21-year-old. 24th appearance on the year. He's got 35 strikeouts in 30 2/3. He's got a good fastball. You'll see high 90s, 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, and a slider primarily his main specialty pitch. He has a curveball and a changeup, but 67% of the time he's going to throw that fastball at you. He's proud of it.
Chapman waiting on that fastball. He got it. And he fouls it straight back. Oh, and 1. Really the same pitch, just a little more velocity. Got him. 3 pitches. 9th inning coming up. Well, stay tuned after the game for Toyota Giants postgame live. Kylan Mills, Sergio Romo, highlights, interviews. It's coming up right after the game. So here's Hauser to Mike Yastrzemski, who takes down low. Yaz is 0 for 3. Not a bad pitch to challenge. Giants have 2 challenges left. That goes the other way, and that's going to be out of play. The 2-1 is in tight. 3-1. On the ground to second. Yeah, it slipped and fell, and he's thrown out 4-3. Here's Kim. Kim is 0 for 3.
Two-seamer just exploded in on Kim. He didn't think it was a strike. Both teams still have 2 challenges left.
Out of play.
You get this late in the game, I mean, I'd use 2 up in the same at bat.
Yeah. Look out. 0-2 with 1 out. This is going to be out of play.
One-hander. No glove.
Jeez, man.
Didn't spill a drop. That man appreciates it. He's got to work on his high five, but he appreciates
it.
it.
They need to work on that a little bit. You're right. Here's the 0-2. Hauser's been good. 5 up, 5 down since he's come in. Low, 1-2.
Well, he's heavily motivated. He was taken out of the rotation, put in the pin, and he wants to get back. So the way you do it is what he's doing tonight.
And Adames, that's what you call jumping at a knuckleball.
That was like second stage extendo fork. I mean, he goes up there early and hangs there and then spears it. That's a great play. Yes.
Here's Harris, who fouls it out of play.
Think he has fun playing? He does.
He does.
Good changeup.
The 0-2. High and foul and a souvenir. Slowly hit. Devers. Hauser dropped it.
Well, I think he was a little surprised by the flip of the glove toss. And he got over there in plenty of time. It got to be. No, he took his eye off it. But you do that when you're going in there trying to find the bag. Just took his eye off it early. And that was a good play from Devers. There's nothing wrong with that flip at all.
Now Hauser took full responsibility immediately. There's Gabon with a swing and a miss. Good pitch at 95. It's now 0-2.
Perfect location.
Got him. All right, Giants have 3 outs left. Kavanaugh, Barakoto in a rise. 3-1 Atlanta. Three runs, 8 hits for the Braves. A run on 7 hits for the Giants. Rizal Iglesias is on to try to get the last 3 outs. And he's done it before. He's their closer.
Well, he's 15 for 15 in saves this year. This will be his 25th game. 29 strikeouts and 25 1/3 against 6 walks for Iglesias. Product out of Cuba, 36 years of age, and he's in his 12th year at the big league level. And he throws hard. It's a high 90s, mid to high 90s fastball, but really good changeup. It's a power changeup.
Kavanaugh fouls the first pitch back. Kavanaugh. A strikeout, a single, and a walk. And tight, not by much. It's a hard one to take, and he took it. It's 1-2. Rolls this one to second. And that's 1 out. And it will not be Barracoto. It'll be Drew Gilbert. If you're looking for a home run in the spot, Barracoto probably stays in to take this at bat, but right now they need a base runner. And it's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike on the outside corner.
Man, he had a chance to look at that changeup too. Got some education.
One ball and 1 strike. Driven to right. 2 outs. Good at bat. So here's a rise. Rise has been on base twice. He's 1 for 2. So to the back foot, it's a ball with no strikes.
One thing about Rise, I can't remember the last time or if he's ever challenged a pitch. Just doesn't worry about those kinds of things.
And this should do it. So Iglesias to Olsen in game 1 in this 3-game series. It's going to go to the Atlanta Braves, but not for the fact that the Giants didn't have a couple of opportunities and they just could not come through. They did not come through with a hit with runners in scoring position.
And I really think that the defense for both teams sort of explained the story of the game. The Giants did not have a clean game, and the Braves did, and that was the difference.
So in the end, it's a victory for the Atlanta Braves. It's the Braves 3 and the Giants 1, and we are thanking you for joining us. And now stay tuned for the Toyota Giants postgame live, and that starts right now.